Morning, everyone. Dr. Eric, the fitness physician, as you know, where I talk about all things related to hormonal fitness, muscle medicine, and much more. So I help everyone, especially those over 40, optimize their health, hormones, and metabolism so they can live a life full of strength, energy, and vitality. So I always got to give my little intro just so people know what I'm about helping my patients and clients lose weight, feel better, increase their vitality, increase their energy, clear their brain, get the body composition that they want, and feel good about themselves so they can help others feel good. So the topic of this week that we're going to talk about, it's going to be how to 3 times your workouts, right? With proper nutrition. So 3x your workout with proper nutrition. This is a question that comes up a lot. And that's where some of these topics come from. A lot of my clients and patients and people online, social media, ask me these questions. So I wanted to record a short live training to discuss these things. And this is a huge topic. And I'm only going to touch on some of the important points. So the one that comes up first of all, of course, is what do I eat around the time I work out or before my workout to fuel my workout and give me the best energy, help me lose the most weight, etc. So again, it depends on your goals, right? If you're going for performance, you're going to make sure that you're in a fueled state. So you're going to want to have plenty of nutrients on board, and you're probably going to want to eat something or have something in your system a few hours before. So that's a whole different category. Today, I'm mainly going to focus on body composition because most of my patients are looking to lose weight, put on some muscle, and still have a good workout, of course, but then I'm looking to run a marathon or do like an endurance race. I'll talk about that at another topic, but suffice it to say, again, you want to fuel your body before and during an endurance type event. However, for those of you who are looking to lose weight or perform or lift well, again, those are also technically 2 topics. If you're really trying to get a PR, you're going to have a really intense strength training session. Again, you probably want to be in a fueled state or at least be fueling during at least right before your workout. Now, if you're looking to just lose fat, a different topic. This is the one that comes up. Topic number 1 is fasted training. Is it magical? Does it help me lose more weight, more calories? There's been a ton of studies on this. The bottom line is, if you like it and you feel better doing it, then do it. I don't think there's a definitive answer on this. A lot of people will say that if they look at some of the studies head to head, which burns more calories, which burns more fat, I think it's kind of a wash. I think they're pretty darn similar, although some studies do indicate that you can indeed burn more calories a little bit more in a fasted state because, of course, your glycogen store is a little bit more depleted, your insulin levels are down, and your stomach, everything's empty, right? So you're going to be fueling when you're exercising. That's the best time because, again, when your insulin levels down, glucagon and cortisol a little bit higher, you're going to tend to burn those fat stores up, and you're not going to, and any fat that you need to fuel that endurance type activity is going to come from your own fat stores, right? Therefore, it's going to burn more calories. Other studies have indicated that, yeah, that may be the case, but afterwards, it kind of balances out. So I think the bottom line is whatever you feel better doing. If you feel better working out fasted, I think that's better. I think if you're going to do that, I think it's best to do like a cardio session fasted as opposed to a strength training session. Although, again, some people prefer to work out in a fasted state when they're strength training as well. But I think it depends on how you feel. So try both and see which one you like better, and try them in different times of the week and see overall how you feel. Personally, I like to work out more of in the fastest state myself, especially if I'm doing cardio. I just feel better that way in my stomach. I feel better when I'm a little bit more empty. Now, if I'm doing a strength training session, I will do a pre-workout drink or something, maybe an hour or so beforehand, just because, again, I like to fuel my workouts. I feel a little bit more energetic when I have some nutrition flowing through my system, but not a lot. But again, that's me. Again, try it and mix it up. Try it and see if you like it better or not. Personally, I think it's best to do like a morning cardio session in a fasted state and then do a strength training session either late that morning or late in the afternoon in a semi-fed state, if that makes sense. So if you do eat, we'll talk about different protocols. So that's my preferred method. Do a morning cardio session empty, especially if it's something like a long, slow cardio or like you're walking or just a long cardio session, if you're going for a hike or something like that for an hour, or if you're going to do some mid-range cardio, right? Zone 2 cardio, that's a good way to do workout in a fasted state as well. Or at least if it's going to be a longer session, do some amino acids or some protein powder shake, a protein shake or something, maybe an hour before, because other studies have indicated also too that sometimes just having some protein on board is going to help with the muscle sparing effect and help you burn a little bit more fat and calories during your workout, and again, fuel you a little bit. Other people say, no, I like to do carbs and protein and then work out. I don't think you'll burn quite as much, but again, other studies have indicated that you can. So again, it's kind of a mixed bag. So again, I personally feel that like a morning's cardio session, either fasted or just some amino acids or some whey protein shake beforehand, it's probably sufficient. You're probably going to get the most bang for your buck in terms of burning calories, keeping your insulin levels down, and getting that caloric burn that you want. But again, experiment and see what works for you. In the morning, you can do something, and in the evening is sometimes a good time if you're going to do something for growth hormone support. And I'll talk about that later. But there's some studies have indicated certain amino acid blends can help with the growth hormone support and production in the morning and in the evening. And again, in a fasted state. Before workout, especially say, a couple hours before, again, especially if you're going to do a heavy strength training, I like to do like a shake, and you could do like a carbon protein shake or just a protein shake. It might be a good time to do some caffeine, like some coffee, again, like amino acid blend. And you could even throw in some medium chain triglycerides, MCT, right? That's a nice little potent blend a couple hours before your workout. So carbs and some protein, or just a whey protein shake. And some MCT, and maybe, and some people like to do like adaptogens, things. There's a lot of herbal products, of course, out there, things like Schisandra or rhodiola, and other different adaptogenic blends, herbal mushrooms and things that can be helpful. You can also do things like, and if you can do like nitric oxide, I use a supplement from Berkeley, which is very well studied, probably one of the better ones out there. Different nitric oxide support, things like inosine, which is going to help produce ATP and energy. Citrulline and other nitric oxide boosters can be helpful for getting that flow. And again, I'm not talking about these crazy pre-workout pump drinks with 3,000 ingredients and tons of caffeine. That's not good. So, a cup of coffee, a nitric oxide booster, like from a good quality supplement brand. I get mine from Numedica. And amino acid blend, and maybe some carbohydrates. Boom, simple. And then another blend you could do, again, say like 200 milligrams of caffeine, say 10 to 20 grams of whey protein, a gram or two of MCT, and maybe 5 grams of creatine. You can do that maybe like within an hour before you work out. That's another nice blend too. Creatine you can do before or after. It makes sense to do it afterwards for replenishing those creatine stores and helping to resupply your muscles and body with what it needs. Although some people like to take it beforehand to power their workout. That's really more for the short bursts. So take it before and during and after. So again, 30 minutes before, again, you could do that blend that I talked about. And again, a lot of people like the amino acid blends, but essential amino acids. I like those better than branched chain amino acids as well. You can also, some people will also do like electrolyte drinks, coconut water with something with some magnesium, potassium in it. There's also been some studies that showing that ferulic acid, electrolytes, and phenylalanine combined with inosine and an amino acid blend can also give you some workout, help you clear any excess ammonia, and help your body to fuel and give yourself a little mental strength and stamina, as well as that drive to continue and reduce that stress and reduce that fatigue that can kick in during workouts. So that's another nice little blend too. Again, inosine, phenylalanine, tyrosine, magnesium, potassium, ferulic acid, and you can even throw in the other stuff too, the essential amino acid blend. So that's a lot. Me personally, I like to keep it simple. So for me, I'll usually do, again, some caffeine a few hours ahead of time, and an amino acid blend. Sometimes I'll throw in some adaptogenic herbs. And then sometimes I'll just try different things. Sometimes there's a blend. I'll get an herbal blend that has different things in it. Things like, wherever it's pine pollen or rhodiola, Schisandra, things like this, or some other adaptogenic herbs. And again, I like the nitric oxide support as well beforehand. Again, during the workout, depending on your workout, I think just hydrating with water is fine. Although some people like with the workout to be doing other things too, like you doing some like an amino acid drink with maybe some carbohydrates in it, like a slow digesting carbohydrate like maltodextrin during the workout. And you can do that. So peri-workout, you can do like 10 grams of whey, maybe 10 to 20 grams of casein if you can tolerate that, and maybe even 3 grams of leucine to really power your workout. So you're going to start getting that amino acid that to stimulate your mTOR, stimulate your muscle protein synthesis. Post-workout, that's really when you want to fuel the body, right? So again, whey protein, you can do like 20 to 30 grams of whey, or some carbohydrates in there, say 20 to 50 grams of a good slow digesting carbohydrate. You could put in some casein for some more of a slow digesting protein, like 10 to 20 grams. You can also put in, this is also the time to add 3 grams of leucine to maximize mTOR and muscle protein synthesis. Again, throw in 5 grams or so of creatine to replenish your phosphagen stores and help promote glycogen synthesis and muscle protein synthesis and recovery. And I love glutamine, 5 to 10 grams of glutamine. That's going to help recovery. I'll talk about glutamine in the future, but that's a great amino acid to help replenish muscle stores, replenish glycogen stores, and so give your body some immune support. So that's a nice blend that you can take post-work to help recovery. And it's not only going to help you recover from that session, but prep for the next session as well. You can also take caffeine post-workout too. I mean, me personally, I like to do it before, but there are a lot of studies showing that caffeine can support glycogen and resynthesis and help you with recovery afterwards. Me personally, I don't like to do that, but some people, again, there are studies out there, especially if you're going to be doing something later that day or another workout, that can help you replenish those glycogen stores and get you ready for the next workout. throughout the day is when you want to be doing some vitamins and electrolyte support as well. And then the evening is when you don't do any growth hormone support with amino acids, things like citrulline, ornithine, arginine, etc. And I'll talk about that again on another video. So bottom line is I talked about fasted training. Again, pre-workout is a good time to get some amino acids, maybe some carbohydrates if you're going to have an intense session, plus minus creatine and MCT oil. Peri-workout, you can do that shake that I told you about. And then post-workout, you really want to hit it hard, again, with the leucine, the amino acids, whey protein, some carbohydrates, and creatine and glutamine. So that's the best way to power your workout before, during, and after. And if you stay consistent with that, you will definitely notice some body composition and some improved performance. So anyway, if you have any questions, light me up. Hit me up below. Like this post, tag it, share it. Let me know what else you want to talk about, and reach out to me with any questions. I want everyone to have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you soon.